Hey, Wussy, what's good? Wussy, how you all doing? What's good? Like, what's up? Like, mm, mm, like, you know. Hi, Wussy. Welcome back to the Trans Agenda. My name is Ivy Fisher, and we have a lot to talk about today. So recently on our website, wussymag.com, I published an article called A Trans Girl's Guide to Medically Transitioning. Writing that article and doing the research on the different methods that you can take to transition really put me in the headspace of thinking about my transition as a whole. You know, over the past 3 years, I've seen a lot of ups and downs. I faced a lot of opposition from professionals, whether they be medical or governmental or anything like that. I do think that I have picked up a few tricks of the trade, if you will, and I just wanted to share those with y'all today. These are going to be kind of all over the place. I haven't really made a list of these tips, but these are just the ones that I have like thought back, like, oh, this would be really helpful for somebody who is like just starting their transition, or even someone who's very well into their transition. I think these tips are really good. So my first one is going to be girls, guys, girls, theys, thems. Get into therapy right now. Do it. Make a therapy appointment. Go get into therapy if your insurance covers it, if you're privileged enough to have insurance, if you have a way of getting into therapy, please do that. Because for one, you should just want to, you know, like heal your traumas and confront everything that's going on in your life. But for me and some of my closest friends, and mainly like all of the trans people I know, their transition started with getting into therapy and then getting that letter of recommendation to start on HRT or go to a surgeon and be able to get their gender affirming surgeries, get letters of recommendation for name changes. Like, really, therapy is the jump off point. Like, that is where you need to be to get the key to the streets. So do that. And I feel like I'm saying this kind of aggressively, but it's not in that way. I'm just trying to especially get to the Black trans people out there watching this who think they don't need therapy and who think that therapy doesn't do anything. Because I was definitely one of those people, and there is like a stigma against mental health and all of this. We can talk about all of this in another video in the Black community. But everybody, please listen up. Go to therapy. It'll be such a good experience. Probably, hopefully, look for the right therapist. So my second tip is in regard to starting hormones. You know, at this point, you have been in therapy, you got the recommendation, you're going to the clinic, maybe a doctor, endocrinologist, hopefully, and you are ready to get that prescription. But, girl, sometimes hormones are expensive. Actually, hormones are quite expensive. If you don't have a job, if you don't have your parents to help you pay for them, it can be really stressful and hectic to figure out how you're going to pay for this necessary medication. So if you are at the point of having to pay for hormones, I would definitely look into goodrx.com. This is not a sponsored video, but that is the site that really brought my prices down for my hormones. When I was starting, I remember like sometimes my hormones would be cut in half in price, and it was really helpful. Also try making GoFundMes, do crowdfunding. People are more willing to help out than you think, and I know a bunch of people that have had tremendous like help and success with GoFundMes. I'm one of those people. I couldn't have even started my transition if it wasn't for the first GoFundMe that I ever did. So yeah, that's a great resource. And my last tip is going to be about getting your name changed and what you should do in order to have it done. Get it through. I procrastinated for so long on getting my name changed that I was just like sitting like, I don't know what to do. What do I do? Girls, help me. Like, what's going on? Like, I know it can be confusing sometimes, but you don't even have to worry because it's actually quite simple. What you have to do is go to the municipal court in your county and file for a petition for a name change. This does cost money as well. I told y'all it's expensive to be trans. It's great to be trans, but it is expensive to be trans. All you have to do is go to the courthouse, file the petition, and then you will have to run your name change petition in the paper for 4 weeks. This is so people can know that you're changing your name, and it does put your dead name in the newspaper. I was like, y'all are gonna really, like, nobody reads the newspaper, but y'all are going to really, like, expose me in the newspaper? What? And then 4 weeks later, I went to the judge, stood in front of him, and said,
"Hi, my name is Ivy."
"What's good?" And he said,
"What's good, bitch? Here you go."
That was really it. Like, it was pretty simple after that. I don't know if it goes with that much ease in other states, but I know in Georgia and my county, that is the way that it worked. And that's the way it's worked for a few other girls that I know outside of the city. So yes, try that, do that, work that. And do I talk too fast? Or am I like the right amount, you know? I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Go check out my article that I wrote on this very same topic. I kind of switched some of the points around, but it's the same. It's like the main idea. It's like the topic sentence, the subject, the objects, the pronouns. What's an adjective?
What's an adjective? What is an adjective?
Ooh, oh my god, okay. Okay, stop. Okay. Bye, Wussy.